Surprising ways prayers make your marriage work. Hi friends, welcome to Marriage Realities, a comprehensive relationship channel. Today's video is all about how prayers can solve many of your relationship issues. Are you wondering how prayers can transform your married life for the better? How can prayers help my marriage? I do not believe that prayers can solve any of my relationship problems. You're skeptical about the power of prayers, aren't you? It is true that prayers cannot solve any of your relationship problems. Only you can do it. But prayers give you hope that everything will work out in your marriage, even when everything is falling apart between you. Prayers give you the hope that you'll overcome the problems that plague your married life, be it financial or relationship issues. Isn't it a fact that you need this sort of hope about your marriage? There was a period in my married life when we experienced the worst financial drubbing ever. The interest we had to pay for the loans we had borrowed was much higher than our income. Our day-to-day existence was by itself an uphill task. I would cringe with fear whenever I heard the telephone bell ring. It was invariably some loan shark reminding us about the pending interest. I shudder to think of those nightmarish days even now. The world closed its door on us because we had no money. Do you know what helped us through those dark days of tears and crushing fear? It was our faith in God. Our trust in God gave us hope that we would tide over our financial problems. God also showed us how much we meant to each other by making us hold hands even as we were battered by our never-ending financial problems. This is what prayers are for. Prayers give you hope and trust for a better married life. There are many things you ask God to bless you with. You pray for high social status. You pray for good relationship with your spouse. You pray for instant success in your profession. You pray for the betterment of your family. You pray to God to solve all your relationship problems by the click of His fingers. You pray to God to make your marriage blissful and thriving without you contributing towards it. If you feel your prayers are a magic wand to make your wishes come true just like that, you'll be highly disappointed. Prayers will never fulfill any of your wishes. Unless you contribute towards improving your relationship, prayers will in no way help you. Then why am I advocating that prayers will help your marriage work? Your prayers will act as a soothing medicine to the agonizing problems that your relationship is undergoing. Your prayers will be a driving power which gives you the tremendous hope that the supreme power of God will always be with you. So, prayers will help you morally, nothing else. But when you work towards improving your relationship along with your spouse, prayers give you the motivation and hope that everything will work out well between you. Do you know why you need prayers to make your marriage work? Your relationship with your spouse has become very complex in these modern times. Both have tons of work-related tension. Your marriage also suffers from intolerance, maladjustment, lost love, and financial problems. All these combine to make your relationship with your spouse highly volatile and hostile. Many a time you feel that your married life is shrouded with so much of problems that your mind screams for some sort of a reprieve. Your relationship issues make you feel distressed that you're married a wrong person, not at all suited to you. You're also emotionally shattered when your idealistic expectations about your marriage crumble to dust. When money-related problems and relationship problems envelop you, you frantically look for a miracle to save your marriage. You pray with folded hands for God to create a miracle to make all your relationship issues disappear like a magic. You do not understand that God will not perform a miracle to make your relationship issues disappear just like that. It is you who must make your marriage work. Then you might be wondering, what is the purpose of praying? When you're limping, you need a crutch. When you're sick, you need a doctor. When you're downcast, you need loving support. When you're struggling in life, you need morale-boosting encouragement. Your prayers become all these to you. There are many problems in your married life which makes you a nervous wreck. You have tons of relationship problems with your spouse. You have nerve-wracking financial problems. You have loans and debts which your mismanagement of finance brings forth. The sickness and illness of your dear ones make you feel completely drained and lost. The careless behavior of your spouse makes you crumble within yourself in agony and anguish. You never thought that your marriage would run into such rough weather, and you also never thought that you would have so much of differences of opinion with your spouse. When your married life is not smooth sailing and easy, you are at your tether end, not knowing how to handle the problems that lash at your relationship. You're angry that God has been unkind to you by flooding your marriage with unending problems. You're wrong in feeling so. When you join hands with your spouse and surrender to God, He makes both of you come emotionally closer to each other. Your prayers make you understand that you need the support of each other. When you tackle your relationship problems together, it brings you emotionally close to your spouse. Debts and financial problems can make interaction with your spouse very confrontational and argumentative. You look longingly at your friends, colleagues, relatives enjoying good financial status, and you feel God has singled you out to suffer the disgrace of financial downfall. Unknowing to you, God smiles at your foolishness. Your relatives, friends close the door on you when you suffer financial downfall. You now turn towards your spouse for support and both put in your combined efforts to pull your marriage ashore with joined hands. You've now realized that both mean so much to each other. Your new beginning awaits your relationship. This is the way of God. He makes you understand that you should join hands with your spouse to overcome any relationship problems you might face. Though God will not directly solve your relationship issues, your trust in Him will show you the ways to repair your struggling marriage. Yes, your prayers sheds light into the mistakes you're making in your married life. And prayers give you the trust that the supreme power of God will help you overcome the suffocating family problems you face in your married life. Can you see how God is the savior of your marriage? But if you think that God will create magic to make the problems with your spouse disappear just like that, you'll be highly disappointed. You're also wrong if you think that God will change the destiny of your marriage for the better with no contribution from your part. Do you have to pray only when you have problems in your married life? Most of you think of God only when your marriage is tottering towards failure. Have you ever thanked God for the numerous blessings He has showered on your marriage? Perfect understanding with your spouse is a great blessing from God. Good and well-behaved children are His greatest blessings. Good financial status is yet another blessing from God. When God gives good health to your family members, you just cannot ask for more. Family prayers give your marriage a definite feeling of well-being. You should teach your children to thank God for all the goodness He has showered on you. If you do so, your children learn to count the blessings from the young age itself. When you pray together, your eyes open to the many blessings you had so far taken for granted. Did this video make you understand the beauty of prayers to solve your relationship issues? Marriage Realities will have many such relationship eye-openers. Subscribe to my channel to understand your marriage in a new light. Press the bell icon for updates about my latest relationship videos. Make love forever until death do us part your relationship goal.